everyone and welcome back to my channel. We've just come back from Japan and I have bought a lot of Pokemon merchandise. If you've not watched our last video, I went over our trip to Japan, what we did, where we went, that sort of thing, including the Pokemon centres. Today's video is exclusively about the haul, the massive haul that I picked up from Japan. So basically I have this massive bag and this massive bag of things we bought in Japan at the Pokemon Center. So this video is to take you through all of the stuff that we purchased in Japan. And yeah, let's get started, shall we? So the first thing that I bought when we got there, and I don't think I've got them with me because they were functional items, we went to the Nihonbashi store first. We picked up an umbrella. Picked up some hand towels because in Japan not all bathrooms have hand dryers or towels or that sort of thing, so we bought some functional items the first day, including a coin purse and that sort of thing. But we also picked up a little pouch, picked up a little Eevee pouch, which has got a little pocket at the front and a zip purse, just for any high value stuff, small natures like cards and things like that, which proved very useful for basically the biggest purchase that I purchased while I was out there, which you'll see later. That was towards the end of our journey, but we picked this up on day one. It's a nice little pouch, you can fit your phone in, that sort of thing, and it's got a little cute Eevee on the front. So that was day one, was very functional purchases for our trip for Japan, and after that it went plushie mad. So not in any particular order of what we did and where we went, but I'm just going to go through all of these items so you can see sort of the Japanese stuff, because not all of it makes its way into the UK or the American Pokemon centres. So I'm just going to go through what we picked up. It's going to be very Eevee themed, I think you can work that out, but it was a great sort of variety of stuff that we picked up. We have this little guy, which is the Chef Pikachu from the Pokémon Cafe. So he is a Pokémon Cafe exclusive, and he's got a little frying pan where he's making the little Pikachu omelette. So that's very cute, and you can pick that up at the Pokemon Cafe itself in Nihonbashi. A little Jolteon, and it's holding a Thunderstone, if you can just see there. So cute. There's a lot of sort of second-hand stores around Japan, sort of the book-offs, animates, that sort of thing, which has official plushies. So this is a Sega plushie, I think. Official plushies that are kind of older style, in very, very good condition. So they're second-hand. They're also very, very cheap, but they're official plushies. They just happen to be cheap. This one was 880 yen, which is about £7. Of the many, many Eevees, we have this sleeping Eevee. So this one was picked up at the Kyoto Pokemon Center. He's very cute. The next one is this cute little fluffy Eevee, which we got in Osaka, I believe. I think we got this one in Osaka. It's very, very cute. It's very, very fluffy. Our wonderful friend Kang, we were having some difficulties finding some Vaporeon plushies. Vaporeon seems to be very either too popular or not popular in Japan, because we very struggled to find anything. I'm still looking for the Vaporeon Sitting Cutie. I've got every other Sitting Cutie now, apart from Sylveon that obviously hasn't come out yet. But Vaporeon, I haven't got Vaporeon, and it just doesn't seem to exist anymore. But our friend Kang, who was out in Japan at the same time as us, got a little Vaporeon, and I think this one came from Hiroshima, I believe. The day that Kang got the wrong train and ended up in Fukuoka instead of coming back to Kyoto. So this one is nicknamed Fukuoka in honour of Kang's misadventures in Japan. This is Fukuoka the Vaporeon. The functional items that we did get on the first day, we got this little coin purse, which then, you know, we had all of our yen, all of our coins in for the rest of the trip. You need a coin purse. Believe me, don't go there thinking you can stick it in your pocket or in your bag. You get so many coins. Get a coin purse, and they've got so many lovely Pokemon ones. If you don't have a coin purse before you go to a Pokemon Center and pick up them. They're great. This umbrella, which is basically a Paldea related umbrella. If you're superstitious, I won't open it in this room, but it is a cute umbrella. It's a kid's umbrella, but I found that was very useful in Japan, especially because I'm quite short. When umbrellas go up in Japan, everyone's using an umbrella. It's not like it is in this country, or I suppose other countries, where some people use an umbrella and some people have the hoods on and some people don't bother. Everyone's using an umbrella in Japan, so you're very close together, all using umbrellas. It's great to have a small one, in my opinion, because a lot of people are having to lift their umbrellas up to get out of everybody's way. Obviously I'm not tall enough to do that, so having a smaller umbrella that I could literally squish myself in with this was very, very useful. So I bought a Umbreon Sitting Cutie because you just can't get it in this country. It's been on the UK Pokemon Centre and sold out since the Pokemon Centre started in the UK. So I got they're called Pokemon Fit in Japan. So this is the Sitting Cutie for Umbreon, meaning I only have to get Vaporeon now. So if anyone ever sees Vaporeon coming back up on the UK Pokemon Centre, give me a bit of a shout because I'm desperate for that one. But there's the Umbreon one, and it's very, very cute. This cute little fluffy Rowlet. These don't tend to make it over to the UK, but they have loads of these. They have loads of, they had an Esper, they had Score Bunny, that sort of stuff. They have loads of these sort of fuzzy style plushies, and I had to pick up the little round boy Rowlet. I've not actually got a Rowlet plushie before, so he's so cute. A couple of bath bombs. So they're evolution themed bath bombs, and they've got a little figurine inside. I don't know what figurines we've got yet, but we've got 2 chances to try and get some cool figurines. So we'll probably give those a go in an upcoming video. Tears of the Kingdom had literally just come out when we flew to Japan, and I was very much in withdrawal because I hadn't finished the game yet. And so we went to the Nintendo store, and they had lots of Tears of the Kingdom stuff, but no Tears of the Kingdom plushies, which I was sad. But we did pick up a Link and a Zelda from Breath of the Wild. So these are the Breath of the Wild plushies of Link and Zelda. Very cute. Sleeping Leafeon, which is very, very well made. And of course I couldn't have got the Sleeping Leafeon without the Sleeping Glaceon. Isn't that cute? It's just adorable. Because we knew that the next wave of the Soda plushies, which is a plushie set that comes out in Japan that doesn't seem to have come to the UK, we got the little Blossom Soda plushie. I got this little, it's from the Pokemon's Baby range. It's a little tiny Eevee plushie. They do this with Eevee, Pikachu and Piplup. So you can get this sort of form of little plushie set, and it's on like spoons and bowls and plates, and this comes in like 3 different sizes, from diddly diddy one up to a really, really big one. This Pikachu from Tokyo Station. So under Tokyo Station there's a little sort of basement character street where there's lots of brands. There's a Pokemon, there's Totoro, there's sort of Hello Kitty, that sort of thing. There's loads and loads of stores under there, and this one is from the Tokyo store, so the Tokyo Station store. It has his own little plushie, and it says Tokyo Station on it. A little Piplup, little sleeping Piplup. The amount of sleeping plushies they have in Japan, hard to resist. Hard to resist. We got this little sleeping Piplup. It was an impulse purchase that I do not regret. He's so cute. There's this little winking Espeon. This is a Bandai rather than a official Pokemon, so it's still an official merch, but it's a Bandai one, so you can find these at arcades, that sort of thing. They have a lot of arcades for Pokemon, so lots of crane games and that sort of thing where you can win Pokemon items. It's just very, very difficult. And then we got this Eevee, which is like lying down all stretched out. Let me know in the comments if you think I bought too many Eevees. Hopefully you don't think so. Managed to pick up Pikachu and Eevee from that range. Literally, we went to Shibuya the day that these plushies dropped, and we made a beeline straight for them. And I don't know if you can quite tell on camera, but they're blue. They're not their typical colours. So Pikachu is blue. It's a rather interesting one, which I'm excited to give it a go. I think I'm going to be very terrible at it, but it is a felt Pikachu, and it's a little kit with instructions on how to do the felting. So I'm going to give this a go. Check out probably my TikTok to see how badly it goes. We got a little Kodama from Mononoke Hime, and then I got sort of a series of plushies. So if you've watched Totoro, there are 3 different forms of the Totoro. There's the big Totoro, the blue Totoro, and the little white one. And so I got one of each, and they're all holding a leaf umbrella. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Little fox from Naushka, I believe. This one's from Naushka. Cat bus, which is very unassuming, and when we bought it, I didn't, it's a cat bus. It's cute. It's really cute. It wasn't until we got back to the hotel that I realised if you turn it round, where's a little Totoro? He's got a little Totoro on a string, and you can pop him inside the cat bus, and then he just picks up. We got a little Sen from Mononoke Hime as well, so a lot of plushies from Studio Ghibli. Again, from the baby range, I got this little Eevee spoon. Can't complain at an Eevee spoon, can you? Another spoon, which is the Pokemon Cafe Pikachu spoon. This little Pikachu in a chef's hat in a Pokeball cup. So the final item that we purchased was this, and I haven't actually got it out of the box yet, so we're going to get it out of the box together and see what it looks like. A little statue of Eevee, and it's holding a little vase, and the idea is you take this little vase that it's holding and you put a flower inside of it. So we'll have to get a flower for this little guy, but that's the little Eevee, and you just put a little stem inside its vase to hold a flower, and it can be a live flower because it's a proper glass tube, so you can put water in it, so you can put an actual flower in there, or you could put a fake flower in there. That's really cute, and they did it in Eevee, Pikachu and Piplup. Again, that seems to be a very common theme in Japan. Those three are the most popular, I would say, out there. Which gets us on to our final purchase in Japan. You'll notice, although this channel is very much a Pokemon card channel, we do buy a lot of merch and stuff as well. But you'll notice I didn't have any Pokemon cards. We haven't bought any Pokemon cards yet. Pokemon cards in Japan while we were out there were a problem. Basically, they had this event just before we went called the Unigaba collaboration. Unigaba is an artist. He's once done a Pikachu card. He's only ever done like the one card before this, and it's just a Pikachu, and it's like line art. The Eevee ones dropped just before we went to Japan, and I was really excited about it. But it was an unprecedented demand, and the idea was that every 1,000 yen, which is about a tenner, about every 1,000 yen you spent in the Pokemon stores or online, you'd get a blind bag with one of 9 Pokemon cards in it. And by the end of the first day, they'd pulled the promotion because they'd run out of Pokemon cards. The shelves were stripped and bare, and yeah, they still had the promotion cards, but you know, for a country known for their organisation and, you know, patience, a few people did get minorly injured, so they were just like, yeah, no, we're not doing this anymore. So there weren't actually, by the time we got there, that promotion was gone. All the Pokemon cards themselves, they did have a few left, not a lot, and they were all behind counters, so you couldn't pick them up off the shelf yourself and have a look at them. You had to literally specifically ask for a booster pack. They had nothing else, because it had just all been bought that first day of the promotion, and then the promotion just didn't come back. I don't know if it's coming back at a later date, but in that one day there were obviously people that bought online, quite a lot of people that bought online, and some people that obviously bought in the store before they stopped the promotion. So in my journey around Japan, I was on the lookout for these cards because I could no longer buy them myself, and obviously you can see in my hand that I do have some. It was very hard to find these for what I would consider a reasonable price for, you know, considering these are free cards. Obviously you have to spend 1,000 yen on something else to get these free cards, but they're still free cards. Some people were asking £300 a card, which obviously is ridiculous. I got these for between £15 and £30 a card. They're all £15-ish, apart from the Umbreon, because Umbreon's always much more expensive for some reason. But on the, I think, third to last day in Akihabara, I finally found a vendor. We went to this wonderful sort of 10-story building that had loads of different card shops and anime figure shops and stuff inside it. We were there for like 3 hours, and on about the 4th or 5th floor we came across this card vendor that had all of them in a line. They were in really good condition, and they were reasonably priced compared to what else I'd seen in Japan. So on that day I literally just purchased them all, so we'll go through them very quickly, but you can see each of the cards and still what I paid for them on there as well. So some might say I paid too much for them, but they're still less than you can get them on eBay, and I had them in my hand and straight into my Eevee pouch the day I bought them. They stayed with me on carry-on until I got home, and they are sleeved. Top loaders are not a thing in Japan, so if you're going to Japan for to buy some Pokemon cards, bring top loaders with you, because they're not really a thing in Japan. But they are sleeved. And Sylveon. So you can see they're all 2,500 yen, apart from the Umbreon, that was 5,000 yen. Don't know why, just Umbreons, you know, they wasn't a rarity, they were all just one of 9. But for some reason the Umbreon's much more expensive, as you do. But we did manage to pick them up, which was my main goal. I was hoping to be able to do it myself, but this is at least I have them, I suppose. That's what we picked up in Japan. Some might say I've gone a bit overboard, but I think I actually spent a lot less. We went out there with 2 spare suitcases just in case, because you never know what Alora's going to pick up while she's in Japan. But we only ended up using 1, and we had more than enough space in the spare one. So 1 we didn't use at all, and 1 we kind of half used, 2/3 used. So I don't think I spent as much as I was planning. We did come back with some spare money. But yeah, probably looking at the pile now I've got it all out the bags, I bought a lot. But let me know if there's anything in particular you liked, or if you're planning a trip to Japan yourself, let us know what you're looking forward to getting. If there's any sort of upcoming merch or something like that you're looking forward to that's Pokemon or even Studio Ghibli or Zelda related, love to hear it. Other than that, let us know if there was anything in particular you liked, and if you did like this video, it's got a lot of Pikachu merch in it. If you did like that, please consider dropping a like and a subscribe to the channel. We will be doing a few more Japan videos, and obviously we are planning to go back one day. It's not a every year trip, but hopefully we can go again one day. That would be absolutely lovely. Probably buy a few less Eevee plushies, maybe. But other than that, have a wonderful weekend wherever you are, and we'll catch you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.